Did you hear about it or somebody tell you about it?
About what? The article? Oh, they circulated it today.
After leading 3-1 to Cleveland, they lost 7-6. This game's underway as McNiven breaks up the DeBrito pass. This is not the same Cosmos team that we saw earlier in the year, and that Moyes is now healthy, DiBernardo healthier, and Boyevich playing. He was suspended last time we were in New York.
Plus they play much more disciplined now, and of course they picked up Liverich and Luis Alberto to bolster their attack and midfield position.
Yeah, I'm anxious to see how Luis does. He's just getting back into shape, and the crowd here in Pittsburgh gave him a very nice hand as he came out. McKenzie with the ball, neutral zone, his side, on the right side to Kevin Marr. No score if you just joined us. We're just 35 seconds into this game from the Civic Arena in Pittsburgh. David McKenzie on the right side, back for Kevin Marr. New York in a man-to-man tight right by the Spirit red line, and we didn't see that the last time these two clubs played.
That's exactly right. The first time Pittsburgh met the Cosmos, we talked about the tight marking, but it was like 3 or 4 yards, which is tight outdoors. But indoors, you got to be within a step, and that's what they are now. And Pittsburgh having a difficult time getting out of their own zone.
Kevin Marr now up to McKenzie. Mack leading it. McNiven will control on the right foot. Watched now by DeBrito. David McNiven to the right wing side. Takes a shot. Save at the short side by Birkenmeyer. Turnaround shot was wide by Paul Child. Back in the box. Hagen hit the goalpost. Comes back out on the left side. McNiven a shot right through the box, and it comes back out. McNiven looking for it as McKenzie heads it all the way back to Kevin Marr. Nice play by McKenzie to keep control. To McNiven. The crowd getting into it. Pittsburgh right on the doorstep, but could not put one by. Hagen tripped by DiBernardo. That's
the boards effectively. New York having difficulty adjusting to the boards.
Kevin Marr knocks it back out to Dave McKenzie. Marked by Boyevich, who lost 25 pounds in 3.5 weeks. There'll be a lot of people that would love to have his diet, if that's what he did. That's what Ray Quebeca told me before the game. He wanted to get back into that lineup. McKenzie with the ball. I can remember watching Boyevich outdoors. You can see how much weight he's lost. He was heavy. Stavenkovic may call in and ask for that specific diet. Here's Marr up in the right wing, over midfield. To Tiger as Pittsburgh wants to change up. Kevin Marr, good run outside of the box, trying to cut, and the tackle was made very nicely by Andrenic Eskandarian. Dave Hagen with it now in the neutral zone. He's still on there. Hagen runs it into the attack zone. 3 goals last Sunday against Cleveland. Ball kicked right back out of the zone. John O'Hara with it. 12:42 to go. Scoreless first quarter from the Civic Arena. McKenzie right wing boards. Off the boards, DiBernardo settles it. Almost gave it up to Hagen. That was dangerous.
A lot of pressure put on by the Pittsburgh attack here. New York Cosmos having a difficult time getting into the game thus far.
Pittsburgh playing without Erhard Kapp, Adam Topolsky, Zeke Kapka, and Bobby Bosmeyer all injured. And several guys, including Treleki, bothered by the flu. Paul Child sore. Hagen was sore. I mean, you can name everybody. Gordon Smith with a sore shoulder as both teams have changed. And Luis Alberto makes his first touch of the ball. George Tiger welcomes him back as he tries to take that ball away. Luis with a very good reverse to Drew Ferguson, broken up, and it goes. Back live at the Civic Arena, John Paul Della Camera with Bruno Schwartz. A scoreless tie, 11:42 to go. First quarter between Pittsburgh and New York. A long one in by Dan Cantor, but Peter Mavlik has an easy play. Rolls it to O'Hara, who's on with Gordon Smith defensively. Up front, Treleki, Leite, and George Tiger. John Kowalski hoping he can get Stan Treleki to play half the game as he was bothered by a good touch of the flu as he came into the dressing room tonight. Over on the right side, it is Gordon Smith. Treleki, by the way, playing against his former teammates, as is Luis Alberto. Erhard Kapp, a former Cosmo, one of those Spirit players injured. Treleki far boards in the attack zone. Brings it way out, pushing it to Leite on the left wing. About 35, 40 feet from goal. Tripped by Elvis Comrie. First quarter, and it is scoreless from the Civic Arena. George Tiger looking at this free kick, but maybe Treleki is going to take it. Instead, Gino DiPolito waving the Cosmos back a little bit. Got to give him 10 feet indoors. Treleki touches it right side to Gordon Smith. He shanks it off the edge of his foot, and it goes wide. Leite winning the ball back for Treleki. Trip down, play on, says Gino DiPolito, as Luis Alberto up the right wing. Broken up by Tiger. Leite on the run back into the attack zone. Marcio cranks one, but he missed it by a couple of feet in the far wing. Tiger off the boards for Gordon Smith. Now to John O'Hara. The pressure's been all this way against the Cosmos.
But the shot selection has not been the greatest by the Pittsburgh Spirit thus far.
Treleki with it, far boards. Stan trying to push around Cantor, who has 63 block shots. Right side, Gordon Smith drills it. It's blocked. Treleki coming back for it. Nice ball to play it back to O'Hara to maintain possession. If you had a timer on this game, we've almost gone 5 minutes, and I would say Pittsburgh's had the ball for 4 of those minutes.
Well, New York is not putting any pressure on the Pittsburgh defenders as they bring the ball forward, which allows Pittsburgh to have a lot of possession.
Leite cutting it back to the inside near the box, blasted up by Dan Cantor. You know, Bruno, as the ball is cleared back the other way, New York started off that way, though. They wouldn't let him go from the red line, but since then they've been a little bit lax in that regard. As Pittsburgh is coming out, here's Gordon Smith, prime example, catching New York in the line change. Smith into the attack zone, pushing it into the right corner for McNiven. McNiven off the boards, coming back, drawing a couple of players out to Gordon Smith in the neutral zone, now chased back as New York starts to put that pressure on once more.
I think New York is playing total defense, and they want to avoid 2-on-1 or 3-on-2 situations by the Pittsburgh Spirit, making sure that they're all 5 men goal side of the ball.
And if it means letting the defenders come up, so be it, apparently. McKenzie with the ball, near the midfield line, lifting it into the right corner. Birkenmeyer stays in there. McNiven will get to the ball, and they're going to call a pushing off on Dave McNiven. That's the first Spirit foul, or 2 the other way. We talked earlier about the Spirit on their road trip. 3 games on the road, including the game Wednesday night in Tacoma, Saturday the 26th in San Diego, and then Tuesday the 29th in Las Vegas. Airtime for all of those games in the Spirit Soccer Network will be late night Spirit Soccer at 10:30.
It'll be a very tough road trip for the Spirit. They haven't beaten either of those teams.
They could have beaten Tacoma. That was close, and they were within a goal here to San Diego. So anything can happen out there, but I think they need this one badly to get off to that good start. Voyevich now giving it up. DiBernardo had 3 assists last night. Tripped by McNiven. That's a foul. So New York...
It's about 15 feet outside of the restraining arc.
DiBernardo, the team captain indoors, gives it up on the left wing side. Voyevich, a trimmer player these days, against McNiven. Voyevich to the inside. Good shot saved by Peter Mavlik. Right hand on it. Cleared back into the box, but McKenzie heads it out to McNiven. Child breaking ahead. Gets the feed. A little bit behind him. Turns, shoots it. It goes up into the crowd. Welcome back to the Civic Arena in Pittsburgh. I'm John Paul Della Camera along with Bruno Schwartz, and during that last commercial break, a couple of players collided, Voyevich and Moyer, in front of the Cosmos bench, and that door opened. That's where it could get a little dangerous, but both players are okay. Free kick Cosmos, Eskandarian into the right wing boards to Moyers. Tries to turn on McKenzie. Mack, great tackle to clear the ball all the way out of the zone. Now it's blocked by Hagen. Child will pick it up. Child on the run with open space over midfield. Leads it into a good area for Hagen. Deflected by Birkenmeyer. He's got to run back. Child off the boards. Now Hagen will get it to the near boards. DiBernardo very physical with Dave Hagen. Hagen trying to turn it inside. He draws a foul on DiBernardo. Case to hit each other in open space. Ball into Hagen, out to McKenzie. Off the boards. Cut off by New York. Good play by DeBrito. Now it is Moyers. Up for DeBrito over the midfield line. Into the attack zone. McKenzie forcing it to the near side. Now Moyer's off the boards right into the box. Mavlik calls everybody off and picks it up. Rolls it left to McKenzie. No score. 7:45 to play. Opening quarter. Up for Child. Now knocked back for Dave Hagen. Right over the midfield line comes Hagen. Plays it right side to Kevin Marr. 6 goals on the year for Kevin. He had 6 all of last year. Pittsburgh changes in the fly now. Up for Tiger. Lead ball. Leite in the left wing corner. Trying to chest it down. Out to the left point, O'Hara. Right point, Gordon Smith. Now within 60 feet. Right side boards for Leite. Back off the boards for Smith, who had 2 assists in the loss to Cleveland. His first 2 indoor points as a professional in the MISL. O'Hara with it now. Neutral zone up for Terlecki in the attack end. Right wing side boards, draws 2 players. Now comes back Liverich chasing Stan. Played back to O'Hara, right back of the Spirit red line. On the left now to Gordon Smith.
Again, very tight marking by New York, not allowing Pittsburgh into the attacking zone.
Leite going into the left corner, gets around to Brito in front. And Terlecki looked like he got his foot on it, but not enough. It looked like it anyway as it went off of Stan and right into Hubert Birkenmeyer, unless I saw it the wrong way.
Now that was right, but the ball bounced back into Birkenmeyer's hand, fortunately for New York. But unfortunately for Pittsburgh.
I thought I wanted to get your opinion because I thought I may have missed it. It's not very...
Pittsburgh comes across that red line into the attacking zone. It's very difficult to penetrate. What they've got to do now is maybe get some imagination from the defenders, passing the ball in and using a give and go, defenders coming forward and taking a shot.
Comrie getting the ball away from Terlecki into the attack zone. Comrie taking a shot, missing far post. Smith after with Liverich there. Liverich winning the ball. Shoots one, saved by Peter Mavlik. Picked up by Gordon Smith. That's a big save for Peter as Liverich won that ball in the corner. Smith off the boards for Leite, lost it. Kept alive by New York. Along the near boards, O'Hara and Comrie battle for it. Johnny has a tackle away to Liverich, near side. Liverich broken up by O'Hara, who made a nice recovery, and Leite feeds up the near side for Terlecki. Stan, good reverse to Smith. He's got a lot of room. Runs over midfield. In a scoreless game into the attack zone, off the boards. Deflected back out, Leite. Can't settle it, now he does. Gives it to Terlecki. Stan, outside the box, near wing, back out for Leite. Gordon Smith wide open, but no one sees him in the far wing. Marcia stopping. Plays it now to the right. Smith cranks it, misfired. Now it goes loose in the box, cleared back to Smith. Over to Terlecki. By the penalty arc, he spins around, avoids a trip from Alberto.
Advantage rule.
Stan off the boards for Tiger. Birkenmeyer is out. He's been caught twice, but Pittsburgh can't knock it in. Cleared out to the point. O'Hara with it. Still scoreless. 5:09 to play. First quarter.
And New York having a difficult time clearing the ball out of their own zone.
Leite to the left. Along the near wing boards, about 40 feet out. Gives it to Tiger. By the penalty arc, played out to the right point to Gordon Smith. Smith for Leite. Trip. Oh, and they say play on. Back the other way, Drew Ferguson. That Spirit bench must be hot.
I think the referees were screened on that one because that was a definite foul.
Well, let's hope so. At least that's a decent excuse. If they saw it and missed it, that's incredible. Cantor now, up on the left side for Elvis Comrie. This is the line that you can counterattack against if New York has one. With Comrie, Liverich, and Alberto, their strength is obviously offensively. Liverich with it now to Alberto. Good one back the other way, off the boards. Luis coming in, but O'Hara knocks it away.
That was good defensive marking by O'Hara there because Alberto was coming on.
Gordon Smith up for Terlecki. Birkenmeyer's out of goal. Stand in the right corner, has no angle. Looking, gives to Tiger. Hit the crossbar and it came out.
It was a great pass by Terlecki feeding Tiger in the box, but Tiger was coming with such speed, could not slow down his momentum, got underneath the ball and put it on the glass.
Voyevich up the near side to Morris. Almost made us look prophetic right after I said that's a line you can counter against. Pittsburgh got a good long ball break from Smith to Terlecki. Here's Stan again on the right. Terlecki one-on-one with Cantor. Brings him to the middle. Takes the shot. Did he get a piece? No. Back live at the Civic Arena in Pittsburgh, John Paul Della Camera with Bruno Schwartz. Ball played along the Cosmos bench area, but it doesn't go out of play. Kevin Marr on the run over midfield. Brings it into the attack zone. Lost the ball for a second. Now plays it back to McNiven. McNiven into the right corner for Kevin Marr in deep with DeBrito on him. Kevin fakes one way, now holds it. Pushing it back out. New York man-to-man in their marking. Pretty tight here. Now McNiven trying to get around Voyevich. Trying to play in the box. Child was going the opposite way.
Miscommunication.
Over on the left wing side, Voyevich. That looked good. Had Child been breaking there, but as you said, one thought one thing, the other thought the other. That's exactly what it is, miscommunication as DiBernardo brings it back.
The idea was there because you were looking for that give and go, and McNiven was going forward. I think that's what Pittsburgh got to do a little bit more.
On the left side now, Hagen gets it from McKenzie. Pittsburgh back. Still scoreless, 2:40 to go first quarter. Hagen trying to take on two players. He's broken up, and DiBernardo will get it.
DiBernardo corralled him right into Eski, and there was no match there for Hagen on a 2-on-1 situation defensively.
On the left side, this is Voyevich holding it, trying to stop that ball. Now toes it out to DiBernardo, broken up from behind by Child. He works with McKenzie. Off the boards for Mack. A bit off the mark, and
flurry of shots, and then I noticed they were a little bit frustrated. Put a couple shots in the seat. The thing is, keep your cool now. You're controlling the game. You're dictating the game. You have possession. That first goal will fall.
Over on the left side, Liverich. It seems like Pittsburgh put so much effort into it that sometimes they do get down when they don't score. It's tough to come up empty when you work so hard at getting somewhere.
Exactly right. Psychologically, if you're not rewarded for all your efforts, that really takes its toll after a while.
And it's not just in soccer, it's in anything
Sure.
you do in life. Liverich over on the far side, broken up by O'Hara. Upfield for Terlecki. Tiger runs by him on the left. Stan holding over midfield. On the run in a scoreless tie, drawing some double coverage, so he lays it out on the right wing boards to Leite. Marcio on his right now brings it to the left foot. Plays it to Terlecki in the box with his back toward goal. Now brings it out as he draws two players to him. Lifts it back in for Leite, far wing. Marcio holding it on the left foot, still with it. Broken up, but he'll get it back. Marcio to Terlecki in the box, broken up by Alberto. On the right side, Elvis Comrie, 3-on-3. New York coming back, but the numbers aren't there. at least not in an advantage situation. Now it's Liverich. Back for Luis at the midfield line.
New York's build-up much too slow.
On the right, Ferguson. Shooting off the boards, Model with a leg save. Back out. Ferguson to Luis Alberto. Holding it. Toes it to Ferguson. A shot stopped again by Peter on the short side. Deflected up the near boards. Tiger to Trelecki. Stan galloping. Brings it over midfield. Took it by Cantor, who got a piece of it. Tiger breaking with Stan. Trelecki outside the box. Brings it to the left foot. Tripped up, takes a shot. He scored off balance. Trelecki with a brilliant goal. It's 1-0 Pittsburgh. He was falling down when he let it go.
Tremendous individual effort by Stan Trelecki. The Cosmos one-on-one, and then by the time the Cosmos had
29th of the year. That's one that you'd like to see on a replay on TV.
tremendous hard work on the part of Trelecki, not to be denied that way. Going with the ball all the way.
Dave McKenzie with it now in his own end. 14-16 the time of that Spirit goal. It's nice to see Pittsburgh get one of those goals at a bad time as we speak. You know, the last minute of play in a quarter, they've been giving up some at the start of a quarter and at the end. Ball played back to Peter Modler. This would make over 3 lines. Nope, that big scoreboard got in the way. It's going to be, and they should have a well-deserved lead going in. Now the ball trickles in on Modlick, trying to roll it to McKenzie. Now it's Hagen off the boards for McNiven. Nice fake. Runs it to the outside. Good fake by McNiven as he carries into the attack zone. That's what led him there. Pushing off, and they're going to call that one on McNiven. That's going to give Pittsburgh 5. They only have 6.
McNiven showing good change of pace there and coming into the attacking zone.
New York bringing it up. Time's going to run out. Boyevich shoots it. Blocked in the neutral zone. That's it for the first quarter, and at the end of one, Pittsburgh won. New in the game last night because he got a couple of goals. We have not seen him. He is on the bench, though.
Yeah, he's their leading goal scorer this year.
Second quarter has begun. McKenzie knocking it back to Peter Modler. Peter coming out, not being challenged, so he'll take it a bit further.
Again, New York relying on their defense to do the job for him. Total team defense, everybody back in their own red line.
McKenzie wins a nice ball from Morris, brings it into the attack zone. Hagen open on the right side. McKenzie now will take a shot, blocked by the New York defense. That was Eskandarian, that hurt him. He's bending over in pain. Now McKenzie from Hagen. By the penalty arc, Morris back to help out Hagen. Aggressive, won the ball, but it's coming all the way back into the Spirit zone. Eskandarian is still kind of slumped over.
That was a tremendous shot by Dave McKenzie there, but basically got in the way.
Now it is Hubert Birkenmeyer up the left wing to New York's captain Angelo DiBernardo. Long one on the right, it went over 3 lines. It's get him on tape at a future Spirit game. For those people that have been asking about those guys, they've been doing well of late. Boyevich now up the right side, now in the middle, DiBernardo carries it over the midfield line, dumping it into the right wing boards. Moyers off the boards to the near side. DiBernardo battling there with Kevin Martz, deflected all the way back to the red line. Eskandarian coming in a few strides, knocks it wide to the right. 1-0 Spirit leading it. Upfield, Hagen for McKenzie. The Spirit have the lead on the Trelecki score at 14-16. That's with only 44 seconds left in the opening quarter. The assist to George Tiger stands 29th of the year. McNiven with the ball. Plays it off the right boards to Chow. Birkenmeyer's way out of goal. Clears it off the near wing side boards. McNiven was going to go for it and then changed his mind, it seemed, with he and Comrie there. But Pittsburgh still wins possession. Hagen from Kevin Marr. Played back to Gordon Smith. Now George Tiger and John O'Hara come on. Tiger over to the far side for Gordon Smith, and now it is Trelecki and Leite on. Pittsburgh has completed the change. O'Hara holding it across his own red line in a 1-0 Spirit lead. Spirit and the Cosmos. Trelecki plays it left wing. Leite shot it wide. Good feed from Trelecki. Stan holding it on the right side. One of the few times Pittsburgh has beaten New York deep.
That's right. That was a killer pass. One pass beat all 4 defenders.
Leite try to give it back to Trelecki, and it's broken up by Eskandarian, who clears it downfield. I thought Marcer was going to shoot that there. He was in deep enough, but he passed it up for what he thought was a better percentage shot from Trelecki, and it just missed on the pass. Stan with it now. Knocking it back to O'Hara. Right side for George Tiger. Back to O'Hara in a 1-0 Spirit lead. Second quarter, 12:20 to go. Leite looking for it, broken up by New York. Drew Ferguson with it. Pittsburgh had him in camp earlier this year and decided not to sign him. We've got a final call in Pittsburgh. Coming up at halftime, we'll be talking live up here with Erhard Kapp, former member of the Cosmos, about his latest injury and why he's out of the lineup. So we hope you'll stick around for that. On the right side, Drew Ferguson. Upfield, Gordon Smith knocks it into the crowd. It's Cosmos ball and the kick it.
One of the few times the Cosmos have come out of their defensive zone into the Pittsburgh area.
Luis Alberto, a master with the free kick situation. He's way out deep to make something happen here, but he hits Cantor. Up for Comrie, deflected out by Gordon Smith. Chasing it back. Ferguson, former member of the force. Back to Hubert Birkenmeyer. Birkenmeyer upfield for Alberto. George Tiger on him. Luis dumps it off well for Cantor. Up the left side, Elvis Comrie. To Alberto. Luis trying to bring it in deep, puts the brakes on. Still want to think Pittsburgh. Good reversal by Luis. To the right side, Ferguson in the corner, deflected high into the air by O'Hara. Ferguson heads it along the far boards toward the box. Smith with a hard header, and it goes up into the crowd and out of play. Another Cosmos kick-in coming up gives us a chance to tell you that the Spirit Booster Club is planning a trip to Baltimore. The whole package, $33. It's on February the 10th. Tickets and bus fare, $33. For more information, between the hours of 9 and 5, call 471-1001. 471-1001. Alberto. Sending it right through the box. Nobody was there. They caught Pittsburgh that time. Maybe ball watching, I don't know. But that ball went right through and nobody seemed to be aware of it.
It's amazing that the ball did go through because the entire team
They were all
was stationed in there. It could have been a deflection very easily, and Peter Mavlik would just simply stood on near post.
I think Luis saw that traffic. Why has he dumped it through?
Well, the experienced eyes of the eyes of an experienced indoor player, I should say, really. And Luis Alberto's been around the league since its inception. He certainly knows the game.
O'Hara up the right side for Marcio Leite. Back for John O'Hara, team captain of the Spirit.
New York very reluctant to come out of their defensive man-to-man marking in their own zone.
Terlecki now along the right wing boards, double team. Kicked away, Elvis Comrie coming back. Stan trying to get it back along with McKenzie. Comrie off the boards, Mavlik kicks it out, Terlecki will get it.
And immediately New York goes back. 4 men are back on defense. Pittsburgh cannot have a counterattack.
Terlecki with it. Leading it for Leite, but Birkenmeyer kicks it away. McKenzie trying to keep it alive. Plays it out to Tiger. Right side for Leite. Terlecki cuts toward the box on a diagonal run. Leite holding it. Takes the shot. Nice job by Ferguson in closing him down to block it. McKenzie will get it back in a 1-0 Spirit lead. Right side, George Tiger to Leite. Give and go. George in the corner. Couldn't get enough on it. Birkenmeyer punching it out to the near boards. Here's a break for New York. 3-on-2. Liverich with Alberto and Comrie into the attack zone. Liverich, a shot, score. What a cannon by Mark Liverich. For the first time tonight, New York had the advantage and they popped it in.
That's right. They recognized the opportunity, and it took somebody like Liverich. Caught on the counterattack, Liverich just took the ball all the way down, and from about 15 feet outside of the circle, standing on the goal.
That came at about, what, maybe 40, 45 feet out, right?
Oh, unbelievable. At least, yes, because it's 25 feet out to the penalty box,
Right.
and then it was another 15 feet. It was a tremendous shot.
I'm going to go with 45. 40 to 45 in that range, and Liverich can score from there. It's tied at 1. Mark Liverich with his 8th goal of the season. Peter Mavlik up by the red line. Let's see if New York relaxes. Come back live. DiBernardo tripped Paul Child from behind, and he's going off for 2 minutes. Birkenmeyer gets the assist on the Liverich goal.
Right, because it came right off the shot.
Yeah.
After Leite took the shot, and Birkenmeyer just came out, made the foot save, bounced up to Liverich, and he really went to...
Basically for Bobby Bosmeyer on this power play. He did the power play. He'll lead some interference in that box, and he'll work hard. And we'll see if he gets rewarded for his efforts.
Well, that's his key. He's going to be in the box trying to screen the goalie and serve as a point striker, just playing the ball off to the shooters on the outside.
Power play opportunity here. Terlecki trying to pass it. Ferguson blocked it. 1:42 on the man advantage for Green, who's way out. Broken up by Ferguson, and it's cleared down the other way.
He's got to play the ball 1 touch or 2 touch, just dish the ball off to the open man who has a clear strike on goal.
Terlecki holding it. Now to McKenzie near the red line. Mack holding it. Brings it in a few strides. Within 40 feet. Toes it to Terlecki, broken up by Comrie. Terlecki coming back after it.
McKenzie a little bit hesitant shooting that. He was within distance.
Stand back to McKenzie in the right corner. Off the boards. Right through the box. Nobody at the far post. Green will get it. Now to Hagen. Way back out for Terlecki. Stan holding it. Has McKenzie open. Hits him right wing boards. Max still with it. Back out to Terlecki. Hagen open on the left. Terlecki places it well to Sibby's. Back out to Hagen in the corner for Green. Pittsburgh knocking it around. Green trying to play it back, broken up by Ferguson. Green knocks it back. Pittsburgh without a good shot on goal on the power play. 50 seconds left. Green in the corner for Sibbies. Ian pulls up well. Out to Terlecki one time, and he went wide with it. May have hesitated in shooting or passing it. Looked like a great setup as Hagen takes it back one-on-one, holding it with Ferguson on him. Hagen lets it go for Ian Sibbies.
McKenzie and Terlecki changed position. Terlecki's now the quarterback of the power play.
Sibbies coming in, broken up by New York. Taken back by Terlecki. Stan one-on-one with Ferguson. Takes him outside, blocked by Ferguson. Stan settling it back down. Pittsburgh without a real good chance here. With 16 seconds left in the man advantage, they can't forget DiBernardo's coming out. Green plays it in the box. Sibbies knocking it out. Hagen's going to crank it first time. It's blocked with Birkenmeyer down early. On the right side, Sibbies back to McKenzie. Broken up, and DiBernardo's coming out in 2 seconds, but it's cleared back. I think Ferguson panicked a bit as he dumped it. But he did what he had to do in clearing it downfield. But DiBernardo was coming out in 3 seconds. Had he been able to hold on to that ball, I don't think Pittsburgh was expecting Angelo out.
Well, they were so content on just clearing the ball out, not looking at the clock, because it certainly would have been a 2-on-1 situation.
Here's Tamby coming back for New York. Kazbek Tamby, and he draws a foul on Pittsburgh. That's 2 fouls in Pittsburgh and 1 for the New York Cosmos.
Score tied 1-1, 7:03 left to go in the second quarter.
New York very relentless in their pursuit of that ball with Pittsburgh having the man advantage. They didn't give Pittsburgh any chances, but I think Pittsburgh not very careful in terms of the way they move that ball around offensively, but give New York some credit as the ball now comes clearing all the way back the other way into the Cosmo zone. I think Pittsburgh may have had some chances, passed those up, and sometimes when you're struggling, whether it's a power play or your overall game, the tendency is to pass it, maybe one too many.
Nobody wants to take the risk and be responsible for it, but you need somebody in there that to really take the initiative and go to town.
Ball was played for Moyers. We've got another foul in Pittsburgh. Greg Ostalchik on for his first shift of the night with Ian Sibbies and Charlie Green, who remain out there from that power play unit. 3 fouls now in Pittsburgh, 6:32 to go. Second quarter, tied at 1. DiBernardo holding it, knocks it back to Boyevich. Blocked. DiBernardo keeps it alive, and Hagen took the ball away and then went down. Tough break. Now it's Boyevich. Right side, Morris turning with Gordon Smith on him. Gordon and he banged to the boards. Ostalchik got a piece, then he's taken down the ball. Kick.
With the participants in tonight's halftime game, please report to Gate 5. Participants in tonight's halftime game, report to Gate 5.
Welcome back to the Civic Arena in Pittsburgh. John Paul Della Camera with Bruno Schwartz. It's tied at 1 as Charlie Green has the ball. New York playing a very disciplined game here tonight. Far better than the last time when these two clubs met. That was 7-6 helter-skelter, and it seemed like whoever got the last shot might win that game.
Klavecki has the group organized, that's for sure.
Ball played back to Gordon Smith. All the way back to Peter Malvik. Pittsburgh has played well tonight as well. And remember how many guys are injured and how many key players. You're playing without a Topolsky, a Vosmeyer, a Kapka. That's a lot of talent to have sitting in the press box. Gordon Smith with it now on the near side. Chased back by Boyevich. Still tied at 1, 5:35 to go before halftime. Ball played up to Ostalchik, almost a giveaway. Now for Sibbies from Gordon Smith, the end of the midfield line. Running by Moyers, who hustles back. Good ball on the left. Ostalchik cranks it, save made. It comes out to Smith, he tries to settle it. Off the boards. Green trying to get positioning, but Ferguson says no and kicks it upfield for Moyers. And look at the hustle of a Gordon Smith against Steve Moyers. He wins the ball back. Ostalchik on the carry into the attack zone. Fakes to step over that ball. Moyers doesn't buy it. Greg will pass it off a deflection to O'Hara at the red line. Back with Charlie Green. Cuts it to the middle on Boyevich. Runs over the ball, stops, lays it for Ostalchik, give and go. Charlie, right wing. Good shot, but it hit off the near post. It comes out to O'Hara. Johnny holding it. Looks for Ostalchik. Right back out to Green, right side of the box. Cuts it to the middle. A shot too high. It goes. Ostalchik, Sibbies, and Green. Greg will play it out to O'Hara. Shot off the boards. Almost beat Birkenmeyer. Now Smith to the near side. Charlie Green holding it. Fakes to go to the inside. Now breaks it outside in the corner. Shot right through. Ostalchik the shot. Blocked by the New York defense. Cantor saved the goal.
On the line,
yep.
Saved.
He had some help from Liverich, but Cantor was the guy that looked like he blocked that. Here's Comrie on the run back the other way. Takes the shot through a screen, and Malvik did a great job. Made a diving save. He did not see it. the way that ball was positioned with Gordon Smith defending.
The ball was going to the far post. It looked like it had goal written all over it, but again, a good save coming off the line, quickly cutting the angle.
Ostalchik against Alberto in this matchup outside the box, and Ostalchik scores right outside the box. And that's not normally where Greg will take the shot from. Pittsburgh leads 2-1.
That's a great shot by Gordon Ostalchik. Again,
You saw Birkenmeyer give him a little too much room, plus Luis did not close on him, and he had a chance to shoot it, and that's what he did.
and the great vision of Ostalchik being able to place the ball and place it with authority.
DiBernardo moving it upfield for Alberto, broken up by Pittsburgh. McKenzie off the boards. Leverett settling it for Comrie, broken up. Hagen, marked by DiBernardo. Right side, McKenzie holding it. Mack leading it for Dave Hagen on the run, left wing. Hagen gets around his man. Takes a shot, he scores! Dave Hagen from outside the box. It's 3-1 Pittsburgh. He took it around DiBernardo, and it was he and the goalkeeper.
Hard into the corner. Pittsburgh went off.
2 straight games, he's looked good in that move. One-on-one with the defender, taking the initiative, showing the confidence. McKenzie the assist, back in the live action. Mark kicking it out of the box, and it's cleared out the other way. Now Pittsburgh, with 24 seconds apart, getting a couple of goals. That's important. Hagen's 13th of the year from McKenzie at 11:15. The previous at 10:51. Ostalchik's 3rd of the year from O'Hara. Birkenmeyer coming out. Now let's see what this does to the game. Lead pass for Moyers. 3:13 to go before halftime. Ferguson in deep, a shot blocked by Mavlik. Flicked out by McKenzie to Hagen. He and Child 2-on-2. They crisscross. Hagen brings it over the line. Joined by McNiven. Cuts it to McNiven. A shot right at Birkenmeyer.
He was held from behind.
Ferguson's going off.
That's right, he was held from behind because McNiven had great body position coming into the box.
We're going to take it to our final break of the quarter. 3-1 Pittsburgh on the Spirit Soccer Network.
Held from behind, clearly.
And on the power play, Civis gives it up to DeBrito. Trelecki helps, but he fouled. I was wondering why I didn't have a chance. I'm looking at everything that's going on there, and I thought the ball was going to be played to McNiven's right foot. When he hit it with his left, I should have noticed something there, and he was.
It was taken down from behind. That is held from behind.
You couldn't call that a foul, is what you're saying. Trelecki with it now on the power play for Pittsburgh. They came up empty the last time. Hagen to Trelecki in a 3-1 Spirit lead. Right side Civis. They could take a 3-goal lead before halftime. Into the corner, Green. Out to Hagen. The shot off the post. Rebound. Score. Leite will get it. It hit the back of Birkenmeyer.
Hagen took the initial shot.
Time of the goal for Pittsburgh. 12 minutes. 27 seconds. Leite score at 12:27.
Goes the number 6,
So Pittsburgh getting 3 consecutive goals. Ball played off the near side for Moyers. Moyers in deep, double team. Foul on Pittsburgh. Look out in this quarter before halftime.
This would be a good time for Pittsburgh just to play some disciplined defense, keep New York off the board, go into the halftime leading 4-1.
DiBernardo to Eskandarian. Back out to Angelo DiBernardo. Shooting it into the box, and O'Hara stops that ball and leaves it for Mavlik. He's up and throwing long. Running onto the ball is Tiger. 3-on-3 with Leite and Trelecki. Tiger brings it toward the middle. Takes the shot, and he almost beat Birkenmeyer, but that ball started to spin on George outside instead of inside.
Well, when Tiger came across to the center, Birkenmeyer went with him, and then Tiger fired back to the weak side again and almost caught him.
Vojevic in the attack zone. Out by the penalty arc area. Broken up by Tiger. And then knocked down off the chest of Eskandarian. He'll carry it back in over the line, right side to DiBernardo off the boards. To Eskandarian, running it into the corner. Off the boards, comes out. DiBernardo cranks it first time. Big save, Peter Mavlik. DiBernardo will get it back with Leite in there. And Marcia will draw the foul. That's number 6, folks. So Pittsburgh will sit out, but a great save by Peter Mavlik, who was tested. Peter is 26%. McKenzie off the boards to Kevin Moore. DiBernardo hustling back. Kevin trying to get an edge on DiBernardo in the right wing corner area. Kevin almost got around him, but now Leverage takes it away on the right side to DeBrito. McKenzie on with Marsh, Smith, and O'Hara. Despite the injuries, John Kowalski still maintaining a 4-defender setup, penalty killing wise. Why not? They've done very well, killing off 73.5% of those attempts. They've allowed 8 goals in 30 attempts. Here's a big shot. Maverick knocks that off from Liverich.
Then through a screen, Maverick just fisting the ball away.
Gordon Smith trying to settle it down. He does so in his own zone. Off the boards for McKenzie. Nice flick of the head, and he drives it to midfield. 47 seconds left before halftime. If New York doesn't score here, it'll carry over to the next quarter. Shot by DeBrito, blocked by Pittsburgh. In the corner, Moyers turning it inside. The header right down by Voyevich to the right of Malvin. Peter throwing it long. He wanted Kevin Marr. DiBernardo cuts that off and draws a foul on Kevin Marr.
Yeah, Mavlik looking very sharp there. Good concentration on the line. Coming up with the save as the ball was headed down onto the line. And those are very difficult from close angles.
Peter coming off his finest game this season, certainly. And I see Gino DiBellino is calling. Pittsburgh leading at 4-1 if you just joined us. 29 seconds left in the quarter. And in the half, Liverich over midfield. Into the attack zone for Voyevich. Right side it goes. DeBrito to Alberto on the left side, Liverich. Liverich shooting it through a screen, Malvin saving it. That one was off net. Peter rolls it right to Dave McKenzie. Mack leading it for Marr, headed by Alberto. Luis will get his own ball off the boards. Lifts it ahead for DeBrito. Nice job of settling it to Liverich, who shoots it at the horn, and on the bounce, Malvik stops that one. At halftime, Pittsburgh this year.
And has only played 19 games thus far, so that goes to show you how Pittsburgh's been riddled.
Marr breaks it up. Birkenmeyer will block that effort, and DiBernardo, by the way, is back out on the field.
That could have been a shorthanded goal.
Yep.
Kevin Marr, very dangerous on those situations. He plays that front man on that 4-man defense and has deceptive speed.
Voyevich now coming back, 4 seconds left in the power play, and then Civies, who's sitting, will come on. New York doesn't see him. DeBrito now plays it back to DiBernardo. Civies chasing him for the ball. Reverse to the opposite side. Picked up in the left wing, a big shot. Liverich goes wide. Now it's McKenzie clearing it upfield for Civies in the right wing to John O'Hara. In the neutral zone to Gordon Smith.
From our USAR out-of-town scoreboard, St. Louis and Wichita tied at 0-0 at the end of one. Also, Tacoma and Kansas City tied 1-1 at the end of first quarter.
Charlie Green now with the ball as these teams have changed up. Now it's a giveaway and Voyevich has it. Last night all the teams that Pittsburgh wanted to lose won. Even Minnesota beat LA in LA. Right wing pass, Green now to Ian Civies on the go. Green breaks to open space. Civies passes it instead to Ostalchik, and it's cleared out. Ian never saw, apparently, Charlie Green running into the big open space, and he was wide open.
It was a great diagonal run by Charlie Green from the red line going to the far corner, but they elect to go to Ostalchik.
O'Hara now on a coast-to-coast rush, and he hit the goalpost with a shot. New York gave Spirit defenders once more too much room to come upfield. O'Hara almost made it happen. Ball play down the right wing side. Ferguson knocking out Liverich, a big shot, but right at Peter Malvik. He knocks it down. Malvik throwing the long one to Green at midfield. Knocked back to Ostalchik. It's a 4-1 Spirit lead. 13-10 to go. Third quarter. The Spirit and the world famous New York Cosmos. O'Hara with it. Cuts to the middle on Liverich. In front Green, and he just nipped it too high off the glass. Thought Johnny was going to take a shot. He was open, but gave it up with a better try by Green. Elvis Comey now banging it up near midfield. Smith got partially in the way of that one. Mavla comes out, has to win the ball. Does, right up the middle. Sibby's trying to get to it. Nice ball as Ian knocked it to the near boards to get it back himself to get it out of danger. Or New York could have had a manpower advantage as Ian turns it back the other way inside the Cosmos line to Green. Charlie off the boards. One Sibby's just hit him. Alberto deflects it on the header on the left wing to Dan Cantor. Upfield for Comrie. Elvis Comey settling it back for Luis Alberto. Great lead ball. Comey running into space, but McKenzie with some great recovery speed won the ball.
And then using the boards effectively, going away from the ball, shooting the ball against the boards. The ball comes on a rebound to Mavlik.
Ostalchik tripped by Liverich. I thought that would have produced a card, but just a foul. We'll take it 2,000 again. Ball played out now to George Tiger, who's on for Greg Ostalchik. Terlecki and Leite are on, so Stan has started this half. Tiger with a nice fake on Comrie. Made him look foolish on that one. Now leads it into the right corner for Leite. Marcio in the far corner holding it for Terlecki in the box. Pushed by Cantor, wants to turn. Stands still with it, dishes it out. Lete shot it too high.
That was a great move by Santalecki, just dangling the carrot out there, waiting for them to bite, and that's what they did. It was tremendous composure in the box.
That's another great expression for you. Comrie with a great back heel, but Alberto couldn't get enough on it. That ball was hopping on Luis. In the corner, Liverich, broken up by Gordon Smith. I got to remember that, dangling the carrot. Sort of like your coast to coast and things like that. Lead ball for Terlecki is too far, and Ferguson is back for it to knock it back to Birkenmeyer. Up the left side, Dan Cantor gives it up to Luis Alberto. A 4-1 Spirit lead, 11:17 left in the third quarter. Ball played into space, but Comrie is blocked by John O'Hara to Peter Marvin. Pittsburgh very disciplined. Only one time tonight was there a counterattack with an advantage, and Pittsburgh got beat on it as Terlecki runs it into the left wing corner, brings it back toward the middle, fakes the pass, holds up on Cantor by the penalty arc, brings it to the right foot, but the shot didn't have enough on it as he was tackled just as he fired, and he's hurting. A little bit slow to get up. Alberto coming back the other way. Birkenmeyer, former teammate, makes sure he's okay.
He just said, Stanish, get up.
He might be more upset at himself. Here's Liverich with a big shot. Mavlik to save that.
Good save by Mavlik again, showing good reaction. Again, with that velocity, just parrying the ball rather than holding it, allowing a second shot.
Yeah, Liverich can shoot from anywhere. You got to watch. Here's Moyers coming back the other way, blocked by John O'Hara. Pittsburgh, nice job by O'Hara in closing down Moyers because he's another fine shooter.
That's right. Anytime a striker comes into a scoring range, especially down the middle, you must close him off. Otherwise, you're giving him the entire goal to shoot at. And the strikers in this league...
So we'll have to look at the videotape replay when this is over to figure that one out. In any event, DiBernardo has it, and it's a power play for New York. DiBernardo may have seen a faith healer at halftime. I mean, he limped off like that was it. He was done for the night. He's back out there. Good competitor. On the right side, DiBrito. In for Moyers. Back out for Pedro DiBrito. The Spirit lead 4-1 in the third quarter if you just joined us. Illegal substitution called on Pittsburgh at 4:46. Moyers knocking it left wing. Liverich wants to settle. Cranks it. Big save, Mavlik. He punched it out. DiBernardo shot it off the glass too high. Comrie, left side DiBernardo. Great job of chesting it. In the corner for Liverich, but Mavlik bangs it out of danger and out of the field of play. Kick in coming up for New York.
New York had three good strikes on goals as they come forward on this power play, but Mavlik equal to the task.
He's sharp. He's playing his angles extremely well tonight. Making maybe some of the saves look easier too. Here's Voyevich dumping it into the corner. McKenzie blocking it. O'Hara will get it. Leeds wants to get Marr, but it's off the mark. Comrie heads it to the left side. DiBernardo with 1:07 left in the power play. Angelo through to Voyevich. The give and go doesn't work. Miscommunication. Liverich in the corner, banged by O'Hara. Johnny blocking it. Great clear. O'Hara in traffic, bangs it out over the midfield line. Birkenmeyer now at his own red line to DiBernardo with 50 seconds left in the power play. And the Spirit leading 4-1 on the right wing. Here's DiBrito. Shooting it, punched out by Peter Mavlik, and it bounces out into the crowd. Goals tonight for Pittsburgh. Terlecki, Ostalchik, Hagen, and Lete. Liverich, the lone goal for the Cosmos. That tied it at 1. Pittsburgh with the ball. I'm sorry, New York with the ball. It is DiBernardo. In the penalty arc, Voyevich, blocked by McKenzie. Now in the right corner, DiBrito from DiBernardo, back out to Angelo DiBernardo. McKenzie chasing him. Knocked to the left wing side, Liverich. Right side boards, DiBrito. Playing it in deep for Moyers. Trying to step over that ball, but nobody was there to help out. Mavlik, right side, Kevin Marr off the boards, wants his own pass. DiBernardo steps in the way nicely. 18 seconds left in the power play. DiBernardo put it too far in front of him, and McKenzie blocks it. DiBernardo's second chance to Voyevich. Nice pass, but O'Hara blocked it. Johnny in trouble. Gets it off to Gordon Smith. Gordon running free across the red line. Lead pass knocked down. Charlie. That's DiBernardo coming back as Ostalchik shoving that penalty back on the field. DiBernardo. And Ostalchik, who made the nice recovery run, brings it out of it.
He came from the blind side. They didn't see him. Ostalchik came up with the ball, made the save.
Greg was going to go to the bench, but now John Kowalski gives him the wave, stay on, as DiBernardo has the ball.
He just had a 2-minute rest.
Yeah, he's rested, right?
Exactly.
Kevin Marr, right side. He's probably wondering, like we are, what was the illegal substitution? Here's Greg over the midfield line. Over to McKenzie. Mack at the red line. Holding on to it in the neutral zone.
Slowing it down in order for the shift to take place.
Now on the right side, it's John O'Hara to Charlie Green. On with Civies and Ostalchik. Charlie 1-on-1 with Alberto. Luis wins the ball. Nice defense by Luis. Hooks it with a good reverse to the right. Vojevic in the attack zone. Brings it to the left foot, steps over the ball. Marked up tightly now by John O'Hara. Vojevic trying to look like Stamenkovic here. Now gives it to Alberto. Brings it into the box. The shot blocked. Mavla got a piece of it, and it's going wide on the deflection where Gordon Smith.
That was a clever pass there by Luis Alberto, just chipping the ball over. A very clever pass, but it went wide.
Here is Smith. Sibbies out of the box. Blocked by Birkenmeyer. Another try blocked by Birkenmeyer. Cleared on the boards. Now in the corner. Played into Smith. Deflected. Sibbies trying to win it back again. Blocked off the boards. Cosmos coming away with a 3-on-4 right now. Comrie running into the attack zone. Left wing boards. Shot off the boards wide of Peter Mavlik. Picked up by Ostalchik. Right back into the box it goes, and Mavlik is there with 6:28 to go in this, the third quarter, and it is a 4-1 Spirit lead.
Pittsburgh playing very concentrated and well-disciplined soccer, moving it around, having a lot of possession of the ball.
On now Tiger with Green and Sibbies. Smith and O'Hara stay there on defense. Smith back to Peter Mavlik, who kicks it high into the air. Dan Cantor heading it down, and he'll get it back from Liverich. Broken up by Tiger. Leads for Green, chesting it down. Sibbies joins on the run, gets behind the defense. Green knocking it to the right wing boards. Played it off the boards, blocked. Charlie again blocked, and Alberto will come up with it. The guy who made the block, though, twice was Ferguson. Up the right side for Liverich. Leads with the left foot to Comrie, but he shot it wide. O'Hara knocks it off the boards, gets his own ball back. Make it Tiger in the corner, not O'Hara. Upfield, Charlie Green. 2-on-2 with Sibbies. Charlie waits, settles it down. Pushing it right side of Cantor. Green tackled from behind. Not even a foul. They're going to say Cantor got a piece of the ball, and now where's the whistle? Now the whistle. They may have blown it before and no one could hear it.
It was tackled from behind, but he got the ball first, so the foul goes correctly.
Now back the other way, New York getting the ball. Comrie with it. Brings it over the attack line, holding on to it. A 4-1 Spirit lead, 5:14 left, third quarter. Marr blocking it, but Comrie will get it right back. Plays it right wing, Ferguson. Shoots it in, McKenzie knocks it out. All the Spirit players goal side of the ball now.
There have been very few 2-on-1s or 3v1s or 3v2s for New York against Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh playing well-disciplined defense.
I tell you, in all seriousness, I only remember one, and that'd be
right.
Pittsburgh.
That's
the only one.
That's right. And I think this is an important part of the game if Pittsburgh's going to make a move on the playoff spots.
Here's a quick shot on goal, and it's deflected in. Now Peter Mavlik. Liverich will get a second goal, but New York worked it around on the free kick, and the free kick has
a lack of concentration. You know, you try to set up who's going to mark whom, who's going to be in the wall.
How big remains to be seen.
That's right, because it was Pittsburgh's game all the way, leading comfortably 4-1, and now allowing the New York back into the game.
And one goal will make it closer for New York if they can get it. Liverich from Escondiria. Ball played over now to the right wing side. The time of the goal, 10:07. Liverich's 9th goal of the season overall. Had a few earlier with Kansas City. Ball shot in by Ostalchik off of a deflection. They call it Liverich's 6th goal with New York. He had 3 for KC. Vojevic on the left to DiBernardo. Pittsburgh must regain their composure, not give up another one. Vojevic by the penalty arc, a shot, and he scores, and I think it hit something on its way in because it rose up. And it's within 1 goal. Now we go back to that last statement about the big New York goal.
That's exactly right. Again, down, he took the shot, but the ball was deflected by one of the Pittsburgh defenders. It may have been Johnny O'Hara because
DiBernardo, who had 3 assists last night, gets the assist, but Bruno, 2 goals in 40 seconds.
That's not what you want to happen, especially when Pittsburgh, when everything was going so well for Pittsburgh, and all of a sudden, that's how quickly.
Steve Moyers with the ball, broken up by a horde of Spirit players. McNiven running away with it to Hagen on the left. Over the midfield line, a 4-3 Spirit lead. Hagen getting around a couple of players, still with it. Now slows it down. He knows there's not too many players ahead of him. Breaks on, he hits McKenzie. 55 feet from goal on the right wing side. Mack holding it. Lays it out to Dave McNiven. McNiven 45 feet from goal, broken up, and it's right to Marr. Kevin smacks it. High off the glass it goes. Hagen heading it down. Will get it back himself.
I think it's important for Pittsburgh to control the ball here for a while, knock the ball around, and get some composure.
McNiven leads McKenzie. Shot off the boards, blocked it. It almost went in. Child and Eskandarian were battling. It almost went in off either one of them.
Yeah, truly unlucky for Pittsburgh.
Boyevich running it back. You can see New York playing with some confidence now. They were down 4-1, but not out. It looked like a safe lead, especially the way Pittsburgh was playing, because
nervous.
Moyers now broken up in the box by McKenzie. Hagen off the boards, stolen away near side. Moyers off the boards, loosened in the box, cleared by Marr, but right to DiBernardo. Angelo by the penalty arc. Gives it up to Boyevich. Boyevich, who had that last goal, great step over on the ball. Tries to work it a couple ways. McNiven held by DiBernardo, and that's a foul. So Pittsburgh will take it. U.S. Air out-of-town scoreboard. Rick Benben, who replaced Pat McBride. Here is McKenzie in the attack zone. Up 4-3 to Ostalchik. Birkenmeyer came out and stopped it right at the penalty box line, right at the outside perimeter. Here's Comrie the other way on the run. He's got some speed. Broken up, but Liverich will get it, and Ostalchik blocks it. Otherwise, DeBrito was wide open. Hagen on the run the other way. Over midfield. 4-3, his club leading it. Pittsburgh with 2:05 to go. Here in the third quarter, leading 4-3. It's played to O'Hara, right in front of the Spirit bench. Johnny holding it. Waiting. That whole right corner is wide open, but nobody's there on either side. Hagen looking for it. Pittsburgh not taking advantage there to maybe stretch everybody out.
Yeah, on occasion, there seems to be miscommunication there. Everybody's showing themselves for the pass. Somebody should be going against the grain, utilizing the weak side.
That was a lot of open space, wasn't it, on one side?
It really was, and I think that's the key for a defender to maybe curl around on an overlap, but then the pass must be there. Otherwise, you're going to get caught short-handed.
That's why it stood out so much. It was just a lot of space. Green trying to block Liverich. Liverich will win it back. Mark Liverich right side.
So I think what's happening, too, is Pittsburgh a little bit hesitant now to go forward to utilize the space because they don't want to get caught short-handed because they only have a one-goal lead at this point.
Pittsburgh with the ball. Greg Ostalchik on it. Chance Fry on for his first shift of the night, replacing Liverich for New York. Right side, it's Gordon Smith, the 4-3 Spirit lead. Out to Green now in the neutral zone. Ostalchik with it. Greg has one goal tonight. Less than a minute to go in the third quarter. Now for Charlie Green. Nipping it up for Civies. Try to pass it back, but it was a little off the mark. Civies, give him credit. He wins that ball back. Ostalchik now to Green. Back for Ian. 50 feet from goal. Strikes it hard. Broken up by Alberto on the block. Played out by Ostalchik to Smith in the neutral zone. Chased by Luis Alberto on the left side. John O'Hara. Right side to Gordon Smith. Far side, Charlie Green. Plays it into the box. Ostalchik wasn't coming up fast enough. Greg still in it. Forcing it into the corner. Blocked by Birkenmeyer. Greg lifting it. Prone on his backside. Almost made a great play there. Now Gordon Smith chasing it down, but we've got a dangerous play called the other way. Ostalchik says on myself.
Pavelski's even has the flu, and Stan Terlecki and many other players.
Long ball the other way now. It's Chance Fry to Luis Alberto. Luis to the right side for Ferguson. Smacks it the first time. Blocked. The horn sounds. That's it for the third quarter. It's going to be interesting. One more quarter to go. We'll be back to bring it to you.
You want to maintain it. But as you mentioned, New York is back in the game, and even though they played last night, now they're playing with confidence. They know they're within one strike of tying it, and in indoor soccer, anything is possible.
We saw Ray Kvovecka use Chance Fry. He also has Wes McLeod, Andrew Parkinson on his bench. He may use some subs in that fourth quarter.
And Pittsburgh looked a little ragged on the opening kickoff because New York putting on high pressure for the first time.
And here comes McNiven on the right side for Kevin Marr. Kevin, deep in the corner, off the boards. Hagen was free, but DiBernardo closed it down right away, and on the right wing, Chance Fry runs it back. Fourth quarter just underway. Pittsburgh leading at 4-3, 14:38 left. Down the left wing, DeBrito. Off the boards. Moyers will get it outside the box. Knocks it out to DiBernardo. 60 feet away, a strike on goal. Punched out by Mavlik. DiBernardo will get it back. Corner near side, DeBrito off the boards. McKenzie knocking that one down, and now it's still loose, and they're going to call a dangerous play on the New York Cosmos. It will be Pittsburgh ball coming up. Mavlik and McKenzie working it. Tossed upfield. There's one way to beat the break. Here's Hagen. They beat the defensive setup, I should say. Here's Hagen to the box. Couldn't get a good shot away. DiBernardo blocks that. New York for a team that was putting some pressure on, fell asleep defensively, and Hagen was wide open along the near boards. Hagen outside the penalty arc, knocked away by DiBernardo. And Moyers back to help out. Fry will get the ball, losing it now to Hagen with some help from Marr. Hagen in some traffic, lays it off to McNiven. Near side boards comes McNiven for Child. Child is broken up, no foul is called. It's cleared back to Birkenmeyer. Tomorrow night the Penguins are here. Don't forget they'll be taking on the Chicago Blackhawks. From what I hear, not a lot of good seats are left for that game. Tickets available though for all Penguins, Spirit, and any arena events are available at Civic Arena Box Office Gate 1 and in all choice seat locations, including Kaufman's, Gimbel's, and the record outlet stores. DiBernardo with it. Long one into the box. McKenzie just getting back up, knocked it away. Right side for Tiger.
He and Moyer, McKenzie and Moyer got tangled up, and Mack went down, and Moyer received the ball, but Mack, and again, good recovery, coming up with the save.
Marr to Child by the penalty arc area. Paul nips it over on the left wing side for Kevin Marr. Reversing it, but it's picked off. A dangerous pass, and Chance Fry is back in the run over midfield. McKenzie with a tough tackle, but it goes on the left to Moyers. Moyers lays it back off for Luis Alberto. Right wing side, Cantor for Chance Fry. Fry taken down by Marr. Now the officials are not calling it this way either, so they're evening it off. Here's Alberto, 40-footer, but it's right at Peter Mobley.
Mobley saw that all the way and just tucked it away neatly.
On the left wing side, Hagen running it. Terlecki now on, along with George Tiger. The ball played in the right wing for Stan. Coming at it from behind is Comrie. Knocked the ball away. Now Stan knocks. So it'll be 3 fouls in Pittsburgh, 1 on New York. Pittsburgh has seen the momentum shift the Cosmos' way, and they've got to get that momentum back as Alberto on the free kick plays it into the right wing boards for Dan Cantor. Backing his way in with George Tiger on him. Terlecki helping out. Stan takes it away. Good ball for Leite. Marcio in his own zone, running it up the left side. Stops, now puts the Jets on once more for Terlecki. Stan will get control, holding it. Still with it. Runs it towards the middle. Bumped. Regains possession. Still with it. Takes a man to the inside. Great move, but the shot is blocked. Comes back out to Gordon Smith. Tiger wide open on that play. Now it's Smith over to George Tiger. Off the boards for Terlecki. Kicked away by Cantor. Stan trying to stay with it. Comrie gets in the way. Elvis Comrie on the run back the other way. 3 on 3. Tiger breaks it up, fell down, got back up. Good hustle. Tiger on the go. 3 on 3. 3 on 2 with Comrie actually trailing. Tiger left side. Quick shot, Leite, saved by Birkenmeyer. He throws it right to the red line for Luis Alberto, and Luis slows it down. Great back heel flick. Ferguson now on the left side to Liverich. Marked by O'Hara. Liverich with a couple of goals tonight. Trying to take Johnny to the outside, broken up. Liverich doing an acting job, but he doesn't draw the referee's attention. Terlecki up now from Charlie Green. Stan trying to get by Moyers. Nice job of juggling for Green. Charlie pulls in the penalty arc, trying to give it to Ostalchik. Kick back to Birkenmeyer.
Okay. Sorry, the game opening up a little bit here, going from end to end now.
Here's Moyers with a good move to the right. Far side Eskandarian shot. Moblik got a block. Loose in the box. Liverich couldn't get it. Still loose Moyers and Ostalchik. Greg wins a very important ball. Try to lead. Civvy's broken up by Ferguson. It stays in the Pittsburgh end. Ferguson cranks it off the boards. Headed out by O'Hara. Civvy's back to flick it. Liverich will put it over Ostalchik and he'll get the ball back, but now it's kicked into the crowd. Back live at the Civic Arena in Pittsburgh, John Paul Della Camera with Bruno Schwartz and Greg Ostalchik's on the run. Into the attack zone, 3 on 2, outside the penalty arc. Maybe one dribble too much. Moyers took it away from behind. 2 players going down, and it's going to be a penalty on Ostalchik for hauling down Angelo DiBernardo.
A little bit and got Pittsburgh off guard, and of course the 2 goals that they scored in the third quarter really put them back in the game.
Liverich with it. One off a set play, another off a deflection after a set play. Here's Liverich, a big one, way out, deflected high into the air. Mavlik's going to catch it or punch it. He makes the catch on it. Ostalchik for holding at 5:18 is the penalty there. Pittsburgh down a man. McKenzie. Upfield for Marr. 1-on-1 with DiBernardo. Kevin, now double team. You talk about the breaks in the game. Ostalchik was within maybe a split second of playing that ball off to Green in the left corner, I thought, or maybe somebody open in the right wing. And Moyers came from behind to take it. Here's Debrino the other way. A shot blocked. To Liverich, a big shot. That's blocked. I think off his own player there. It was Voyevich. He's still holding on.
He's holding his shoulder.
Yeah, that's where it hit him. Liverich will get it back in the box. Moyers flicks it, but too high. Gordon Smith will just basically punt it out of there.
It was a clever play by Moyers with his back to the goal on the crease, knowing Mavlik was right behind him, tried to flick it over his shoulder, but got too much underneath at the glass.
Moyers, one of several talented American players playing indoor soccer. Plays very well outdoors as well.
Exactly. He's very good with his back to the goal.
The old striker style,
That's right? That's right. And, you know, they always say Americans are not the strikers. Strikers are always the foreign players, but Moyer is proving that wrong.
Here's Voyevich right side to DeBrito. Leg save, Mavlik. Comes back to Voyevich. 34 seconds left in the power play. Voyevich outside of the box. Gives it up to Liverich in the corner. Blocked off the foot of O'Hara. Cleared out to the left point. Angelo DiBernardo on it with 21 seconds left in the manpower advantage. DeBrito to DiBernardo, a 4-3 Spirit lead. Less than 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Liverich cranks it. It's way wide. Smith will get this ball. Gave it up right back to Liverich. In the box, a shot off the crossbar by Voyevich. Gordon Smith had the whole side of the field. Gave it up the middle. Liverich again off the boards. Headed down right at Peter Mavlik. Stalchik's penalty is over. Gordon Smith will get it now. Stalchik. Right side of John O'Hara. Pittsburgh's going to be a little bit more careful with their passing.
But they got to have a sigh of relief now, having killed off the 2 minutes because New York was threatening.
Yeah, good effort by the Spirit penalty killers because the bottom line is that New York was denied. Here's McKenzie. Into the attack zone. Mack holding it. Try to push it through. Block. He'll try it again. Alberto blocks that. McKenzie and Stalchik get that ball. Mack tackle away from behind. New York doing a little bit of that tonight. Coming from behind, not giving up, sneaking up on a player, which is fine. They're getting the ball.
Well, Pittsburgh sometimes holding on to the ball too much. It allows the player to sneak up from the blind side.
O'Hara after it in the near corner. Blocked. Child will get it. Clears it back to Mavlik. You know, you are supposed to yell out there that there's a man on you or a man coming from behind, and they could be doing it, but it's difficult to hear down there with the crowd making the noise. So it's not as easy as it may sound, and you don't hear the footsteps all the time from behind. McNiven broken up in the one-on-one challenge by Alberto. Over on the right wing, great reversal. He does that as well as anyone. Spreading that defense apart. He can change a team's defense with one swift kick of the ball.
He's a creative midfielder with great vision and, of course, great skill to accompany that.
Chance Fry now by the penalty arc for Alberto. Broken up. Pittsburgh with a chance here to come back. Hagen runs it to the right side, but now New York has quickly come back with 4 defenders. Hagen into the attack zone. Puts it in the back heel to McNiven. Off the right wing boards to Hagen, and now Pittsburgh starting to stretch out the New York defense. Hagen tried to lay it back in for trial, though, and it went right to Birkenmeyer. Over to Luis Alberto. At one point, Birkenmeyer had to think he was in a bit of a shooting gallery, but now he's wondering if he's in a game because Pittsburgh has not really tested him. Chance Fry. Pittsburgh up 4-3 to Dan Cantor up the left wing into the neutral zone for Stevie Moyers. Back it goes to Dan Cantor. Upfield for Luis Alberto. O'Hara will get there first, knocking it back to Peter Mavlik, who rolls it right to Gordon Smith.
I think Luis Alberto ran out of gas that one because McNiven just simply beat him to the ball and knocked the ball back to Mavlik, and Pittsburgh has possession.
Gordon Smith will play it back to Peter Mavlik up the right wing boards for Smith too far. Ferguson to Moyers. O'Hara tries to cut it off. The net's empty. McNiven will bang it out. No fouls were called. I didn't hear any whistles. Ferguson will come back. That was a close shave for Pittsburgh. It could have been disaster. Along the near wing, O'Hara blocking that to Gordon Smith. Gordon on the run. Pittsburgh would love to get one here, to say the very least. They lead it 4-3, but momentum is New York's. Here's Hagen in the box. Trout hit it too high, and it went just above the red crossbar. Long ball the other way for Moyers. Tackled away. Kevin Marr gave it his all. Picked up by Gordon Smith. Here he comes. Gordon Smith slowing it down as McNiven goes to the bench. Tiger coming on. Smith now over to David Hagen. Gordon needs a breather. He's been out there for a while. Goes to the bench, and he's replaced by McKenzie. Now it's Tiger. Marked by Moyers. Back to McKenzie at the red line. Mack tried to lift it, blocked by Moyers. Marr right by the Spirit bench. Blocked, and New York gets it. Liverich to DeBrito. Liverich heading for open space. DeBrito doesn't give him the ball. Gives it instead to Moyers on the left wing side. Now to DiBernardo. Angelo running it to the red line of Pittsburgh. Has some room. Right corner, the shot blocked by Hagen. McKenzie will try to settle it. Just lifts it ahead and hits the scoreboard clock. We take it to a break. 3:54 left in regulation time. It is a 4-3 Spirit lead. It was 4-1. New York has come back. Mavlik out by his own penalty arc. Lifting it ahead for Terlecki off the board. Stan will get it in the neutral zone. Cosmo side, the Tiger in midfield. Blocked. Now to the right wing. Kevin Moore will get it. Trying to turn it in. Broken up the other way. Tiger, nice tackle to clear it upfield for Terlecki to Leite. Marcio in the attack zone. Runs to the left. DiBernardo on him. Marcio trying to draw the foul, and he does. A little extra work paid off.
Pushing foul against Marcio. He's going to the far wing boards. Got the call, direct kick.
Tiger lays it off to McKenzie. Mack, right side. Kevin Moore plays it in, but right to Birkenmeyer. Long toss upfield. McKenzie stepped in front of Comrie to take it and just lifts it ahead. Off the glass, near side. DiBernardo back with it. Plays it back to Birkenmeyer. He mishandled it, but there's nobody around as Pittsburgh was wisely retreating goal side. Here is Eskandarian coming away over the midfield line. Leite blocked it, then lets Eskandarian plow through. Eskandarian to the left wing boards for Liverich. Blocked, and it just trickles in on Peter Mavlik. Terlecki wide open on the left. Peter hits him into the neutral zone. 2:50 to go. Fourth quarter, Spirit leading at 4-3. Terlecki to Leite over the midfield line. Marcio with room. Terlecki with a nice diagonal run. Stan will get the pass from Marcio. Cuts to the inside, a shot, but it's right on Birkenmeyer. Terlecki upset. He wanted Leite to run through the box. And they do this at hockey games too, don't they, Mel? The wave, they get it going. It's great to see it. Alberto now coming upfield for New York. 2.5 to go. 4-3. Spirit leading it. Extra attacker on for the Cosmos. Luis strikes it from 60. Blocked.
Interesting here. John Kowalski has gone with 4 defenders and Ian Sibis in trying to ward off this sixth-man attack by the Cosmos.
Vojevic now to the right wing. Luis Alberto. Luis plays it back to DiBernardo. Back to Angelo on the right side, Alberto. Luis to the near side. Liverich smacks it. Mavlik save, rebound, score! Vojevic ties it up. A Liverich shot was a good one. Mavlik got his fingertips on it, and I thought made a great save. But Vojevic was there, and he
To the far side, and Vojevic was there.
got that feeling. Pittsburgh has let New York come right back into this, and they need this game. They really do.
It was all Pittsburgh's game the whole first half, and 10 minutes into the third quarter, leading 4-1, and they just allowed New York to come in with 3 unanswered goals.
Peter Mavlik with it now. From O'Hara. Pittsburgh going forward now. Peter sending it upfield, off the boards for Sibis. Minute 33 left. Regulation time. It's time. O'Hara with it. Far side. Fakes it. For Stalchik, now to Sibis, back for Johnny. Had to take it around Liverich. Takes a shot, blocked. Everybody's going to come back. Now Smith wins a nice ball. Or New York would have had a 2-on-2 at least. Stalchik from O'Hara. Greg reverses it right side for Sibis, tackle away to Moyers. Here comes a 3-on-2 the other way for New York. Pittsburgh hustling back. Moyers over midfield. Into the attack zone, leads for Alberto on the left wing. Luis shoots it, and it will go
off. New York scored 2 goals within 40 seconds, and that made Pittsburgh a little bit nervous. And here at the very end, with the 6th attacker, New York strikes and ties it up.
Peter Mavlik with the ball. Less than a minute to go in the game in regulation time.
Otherwise, we're looking at OT.
Peter Mavlik, long lead pass for Hagen. In the corner, DiBernardo on him. Off the boards, McKenzie. Mack in the box, but it's right at Birkenmeyer. He'll settle it down for DeBrito. Even if the Cosmos should lose this, Ray Quebec is going to be proud of his team coming back like this after playing last night. Kevin Moore kicking it back to Peter Mavlik.
That's exactly right. Of course, the Cosmos have been playing much better of late.
24 seconds left. I'm impressed. And I wasn't the first time these two clubs met. McKenzie right side to McNiven. In the attack zone, McNiven playing it cautious. Still with it, knocks it to the outside, but too far in front of him, and DiBernardo bangs it away. For DeBrito, McKenzie, nice aggressive play, and he's knocked down. And they're going to call out a penalty.
That's right, because Dave McKenzie was going towards goal. Looked like he was going to...
Ball is up in the Cosmos end. Hagen left side, Leite strikes it. It's deflected out. Sibis was open too.
I think they were looking for that one shot with 7 seconds left to have a good clean strike. He's going for the win.
Yep.
He's got to do it at home.
Stan Terlecki. Right side for Sibis along the near boards. Back out to Terlecki. Stan, right side for Sibis. outside the box in a corner. Green back in the box. Score! Marcio Leite wins it in overtime, and Charlie Green with a game-winning assist. Pittsburgh wins 5-4.
That was a picture book play designed on the blackboard. Charlie Green getting the ball from Charecki deep in the corner. Saw Leite cutting cross from the far side. Just passed him a nice pace on the ball.